I got what I hope, I searched by VIN number, is a fuel filter for a 2006 November of 2005 actually. BMW 650i. I think it's what they call an E62. I think that's right. So I got this from BMW Parts, whatever it is, and the new O-ring. And I got this clutch switch. I thought that thing would be a monster, but that thing's tiny. But if this malfunctions, your car won't start on. This would be for a straight drive. It will think the clutch is not depressed, and therefore, in America anyway, you gotta have this thing. I'm not gonna open this until I get the airbag out and make sure this is correct. But I searched by VIN number, so let's go in there and pop this in there, and then go to the getting spot and get stuff for the new bathroom that you see all over my my YouTube channel. So hopefully this won't take long because it's bleeding hot out there. I mean, it's bad. So I want to do this before I go to town. I think the gas level's low enough. Let's go. As we all know, step one, disconnect battery, negative terminal. Always take that one off first and put it on last. So let's disconnect that, and we'll go head to the back seat. Well, you just kind of pull up on those and clean out your back seat, and just pull up on those, and they just snap out. So cool. Let's see if I don't have my string light up here. I know. You see that the lights are back on. That's because I had to reconnect the battery, because I wanted to move the seats up a little further and get the windows down. I don't know, never done all this before. Okay, so let's just put this right here for now, and let's go pull the seat out. I don't know if I'm gonna even put it back. I guess it's safer to put it back, but then somebody might want to ride or something, and then you say, I don't have a back seat. And this ain't no seat you're going to be using for any extraneous purposes. So, okay. Okay, so here is the back seat, such as it is. It just comes right on out there. Let's see if I can find any ABBA, really. I'll see if I can find a nickel or dime in there or something. Okay, disconnect the battery again. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm gonna put that right there, and then disconnect the battery. Put that way down there. Okay, once again, battery disconnected. And I have my approved BMW boot lid hanger upper. It's the quicker hanger upper. Let's just put this here. Give me a little bit of breathing room here. I got my gloves ready to go. Oop. Well, okay, wants to be that way. Tell you what, we'll just move it on around here, and then like I say, I'm not too keen on putting the thing back in. I've taken so much sound deadening up. I'm still working on getting to that clutch switch that I haven't really. Okay, let's see what we got here. You got to get some 10mm bolts out of there, they say. I hadn't used this in so long, I kind of forgot how. Okay, so let's pull this up, and there are your 10mm bolts. And I guess you can just tuck that in back under there. Good guess, huh? Okay. I think I just had a 10mm wrench in my hand. Make note of this arrow. See that little thing that looks like a drop? It's this thing right here. Make sure that you remember that faces forward. Don't let that get you. I got my 10mm handy from taking the battery. 8. I don't know how would I. Where am I going to put this thing? There ought to be some steel over here somewhere. There's some steel right there. I don't want it falling into the gas tank though. What am I gonna do? Oh, there you go. Well, that almost worked. Elvis Presley. Oh, really? that worked out pretty good. Just put it on the seatbelt and let it dangle on down. Hang on, I gotta stop this song. I can't stand this. It's always like that. Well, it looks like the right thing, but it looks like there's a bunch of spider webs in there. So let's get the brake clean on her. And I mean, this is kind of, this is the spideriest place. So maybe it's not, but it seems like it to me. And I've been in some places. So I got my Thor hammer and my packing tool for old cast iron plumbing, and Seal Glide and the ring and the thing here. So it looks like it's correct. Notice the position of everything. And got my gloves ready to go. But first, let's clean that out. I don't want any of that in the tank. Brake cleaned and blown out. Okay, let's see if we can just get this in here. That thing's a bear. I'm just pouring sweat off my nose. It's terrible. It's not a breath of wind, but I've moved it almost halfway around and it ain't coming off with your fingers quite yet. So it's really on there. One other thing you got to be careful of is the instant you start hammering it, fuel pops up out of that fitting. So it'll put a little cloth over that or something, because it wants to spit it all over your seats. So the second you hit it, it starts spitting gas at you. That's not good. I'm gonna take a break. But I got the ring to pop loose. I had to beat hell out of it. Make a mark here and on your thing, and pay attention when you put it back on. So let's at least take a look at her. Yeah, I got a feeling things gonna smell like gas here. Let's see if I can use this ring to hold back that fitting. I didn't use brass on purpose, but I'm glad I did. Less chance of a spark. So, alright, I can't do this anymore right now. So, holds a ton of gas. I heard that already. And you gotta, let's get all this stuff out of the way best I can. Because you gotta be mindful of the cinder. I gotta go. I'll be back. Okay, after about an hour of cooling off and a couple of gallons of Pedialyte, let's pull this thing out and look at it. And so I feel a ton better. So always remember just to walk away from stuff. I used to tell people that all the time where I used to work with people working with cars. A bungee cord or something. Well, that seems to hold it. Okay, let's get that thing out of there. I think I want to just use my hands here. I think I'm gonna need both hands, and then get the light down there further and use my step right here. Well, I got it out. Okay, don't drop it. And boy, the dirt that came out of there was amazing. It was like tar. Get ready for it too, because it's going to come out in droves. So I had this cloth back here to catch all of it. I think a little bit snuck back in the tank, but just throw that out there. It's just all gas. I don't think that's the dirty spot that it came out, but it was like tar. It was bad. So you got to get this electrical plug out, and that happens by pressing on the high part of this, and you just have to kind of press it and scooch it back. The other main body, you got to push right here, and there's an O-ring that goes up in here. So let me show you that. So you got to get this undone. I'll show you where that goes. That goes right there. See how dirty all that was. Now the new one, of course, apparently doesn't come with the cinder. Here's the new one, and it does come with that pipe right there. So don't worry about taking that one off. But there is a cap on this, So take this cap off and put it on this one. So it probably won't leak anymore. Okay, so I got to transfer over the sending unit to this one. But that was amazingly filthy. I mean, amazingly filthy. Before you get all carried away, go ahead and put your new gasket in with some Seal Glide. Just do that right now before you forget. Okay? Okay. Okay, to transfer your sender over, you got to be careful. You got to take off this wire here, which I think it goes to right there. You can see it when it's going this. Now there's two buttons right here, and right here. And you got to press down on them, and then you got to give it a gentle nudge. And then, very carefully, so you got to get that out of there. Got to get those wires free from everything. Okay, wires are free from everything. The little orange wires, both of them. And let me tell you another little secret here in just a second that I learned. So all wires are cleared. So once you get this to come up a little bit, the sending unit, it just comes out like that. Okay, and so now my old sender, or whatever it is, and everything looks like what I got here. So let's see if I can just use this table here. I gotta tell you, this ain't my kind of day. Okay, so be sure and take your little nipple thing off. Make sure that's clean. And then you'll put this back in here like this. And it's got the little arms on it, and you'll hear it snap, I hope. Don't drop these things. Just push down on them. Well, that didn't. There you go. I heard a little click. Okay. Okay, I can see that it's clear. So just rewire everything up. You put your two orange wires up here. Okay, on that hook right there. I have no idea if I'm in frame, but I'm trying. And then there's this little double dewlap hook right here. It's open one way and then the other. And so you got to get it to go there. So we're hooked on that little bear, aren't you? You're just a little teddy bear. Come on back and talk to teddy bear. There you go. Now, if you can see, the little one hooks on this side and the big one hooks on that side, and then you're going to plug this in. Okay, I got my gasket in there with Seal Glide all over it, and now you're going to put this in, and it'll make a clack for you. Okay, ready for the click? There was a little click there. And so now I think we've got it wired up. We've got that in place. We didn't mess. The sender looks pretty good actually. The potentiometer doesn't look too scarred up. And I've got that in place. So we're just going to connect the dots and get her in there. I think I'm going to put some Seal Glide up here too on this rim, so we can just be sure we won't have less resistance. That thing was the devil to get off that ring. I wish you could have seen that, but I couldn't do it. So you got to remember that I just learned this on the new one. There's a little plug right here, so you got to take this plug out, put a little Seal Glide on that green ring that's on that attachment. So you got to remember to take that out. Okay, and you're going to remember pretty good because it ain't going to even get close to going in there. So I put some Seal Glide on that, and it went click. And it's actually a little bit more forgiving than I thought it would be. Let me put you here and get this wire to click in here. Let's see if I can click. Okay, whatever you do, don't take this little thing out here on either end that holds the wires in. You'll drop it in the tank. So, okay, let's double check here. I clicked this pipe on right here. It made a nice healthy click. So now all we got to do is stuff it back down in there. Okay, and you got to kind of manipulate that. And then there you go. Feels like it's not going. I hope it goes. Okay, there it goes. Okay, there it goes. Now it's got a, it's got a notch, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look down in there. Let's get my flashlight and look down in there. I can see a couple little streaks from where, why do I feel uncomfortable about this? Okay, let me work with this a little bit and double check everything. And I don't know why. Why do you feel that way? I don't know, I just do. I don't know why I feel this way. Okay, let's turn this off. Make sure you have your float in the right spot. It's got to be on this side of those wires. Hard to see, but just sort of test it out before you plug it down in there. Remember to let your car kind of, you might want to just turn it on and just let it pump up. But anyway, there's a spring right there, so when you put this in the tank, you're going to get a little resistance there. So some of that dirty water, dirty gas. So it was in there. This was toward the back. There's a little key, there's a little piece of paper right there. You can see what was taped onto the ring, which is helpful. I mean, you know, so it's in there and it's facing the right way and it's giving me that little bit of spring back. Okay, so let's put a little seal glide. I think I'll put it up inside the ring instead of on the thing itself. So let me go out here and do that. So I got seal glide all around the rubber O-ring and all around the inside of the ring here. So remember that I had a little mark right there, right here. So we're going to try to get this thing started. See if we can get this party started here. Okay, you got to push down on that. That thing's always in the way. Okay. Alright, so you get your ring started, okay? Tell you what, getting that ring on is no small task. Be real careful where you mark it, where you get it off. So let's see, it's 22 June 25, and Buddy Holly was here. Okay, well let's go up and try to cool off again. Try to make it to town today. But the thing to do is just press on this and make sure that goes click. Make sure that that's not moving about. Okay. I'm not going to put that back on until I'm double dog sure that that's okay. So let's see what it looks like back there. I don't think I'm going to fill it up for a while. Okay, so we'll put this here and that there. Just carry them tools with you in case something goes wrong, but I feel like that's got it. Okay. Okay, let's crank her up. I just got the alarm for, I don't know, stop.
Oh my God.
Okay. They can't copyright me on static. So I just got the won't start with a clutch thing. Okay. So we're going in down there. Let's try her again. All right. Okay, showing a quarter tank. That's about right. Let's see if we get any gas fumes going in. You got to keep moving that unit around, listening for squeaks, and just give it some love taps and keep tapping that ring on. So, okay. Well, I guess the next thing to do is, are we going to cut that old filter open? Okay, she starts and runs fine. I think she's reading right. Okay. All right. I can't stay out here. Let's cut that thing open and go take a shower and go to town. Okay. Roll the back window up. Okay. I'm kind of wavering a little bit. I'm tired. Okay, well, that is a heavy saw. Okay, well, there it is. There's what tells you that you needed to do such things. It's a bleeding mess there. Why is gas so dirty from the pump? What's with those guys? Who do they think they are? Probably in the, their sons are probably in the fuel filter business. So it's a fuel filter, much like any other fuel filter. Look at that. It is chock full. Well, I was heading to look at the dirt that fell out of that. Well, maybe that answers some questions about erratic idle and all that too. Let me get a snapshot of this and send it off to some people. And thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, call a BMW mechanic, because I'll be too tired to answer you. Alright, thanks for spending time with me. Bye-bye.